WBAY TV, your first alert station. Action 2 News This Morning live stream starts now.
Hey there, cheers to you on this Friday morning.
I don't have my mug out here.
That's okay.
I'm trying to find
Just
it.
still do cheers.
It's missing in the newsroom somewhere.
Oh, we have
I'm
plenty
looking
of
for
them.
it.
I'll show you the secret
We'll find the
stash.
stash. Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we got lots of extras. It's great to have you with us here Friday morning here on our Action 2 News This Morning live stream, where we dig a little deeper into our stories, and on Fridays sometimes have a little fun too.
Always good to have a little fun, especially on the live stream. And the big story that we're covering today, one of the big stories, First Lady Jill Biden, she's going to be in Green Bay today and will be visiting the Rail Yard Innovation District.
Yeah, and Kristen Allen has been out there live this morning joining us here. So tell us, what is First Lady Jill Biden doing there today?
Well, she'll be arriving later this afternoon. First, she'll be coming to Austin Straubel International Airport. She's expected to arrive around 2:30 this afternoon. Then she'll be coming here to the Rail Yard Innovation District, and she'll be going to a business on the upper level called LIVESTREAM, and that's where she's going to be having and be part of a roundtable discussion. And she's going to be talking with some people about expanding career-connected learning in both high school and college. So they'll be talking about different education issues and things like that. She's been making stops across the country recently to promote education, so that's what she'll be doing. There's no word exactly on who else will be part of this roundtable discussion with her, but we do know that our Jason Zimmerman will be there and will be covering this later this afternoon, and we'll have more on that tonight as well.
And Kristen, you mentioned during our morning show that the owner there was shocked about the visit. What kind of preparations are underway for the First Lady?
Yeah, he said he was definitely surprised. The tenant, LiveX, was contacted about hosting First Lady Jill Biden, and so the tenant contacted one of the owners, and he said that he was surprised that they had found this spot to host First Lady Jill Biden. So definitely some shock and excitement there, because as you guys know, there's been a lot of revitalization efforts here, specifically right in this area in the Rail Yard District, with the Rail Yard District building and the businesses inside, the apartments that are being built. So it's really a great opportunity in terms of preparation. They've been working with the Secret Service. They've been doing different sweeps. When I was here yesterday interviewing one of the owners, there were people already coming to set things up inside of that space. The Secret Service has done different sweeps. They'll be here later today. And I do know that one of the requests that was made is that the elevator needs to be turned off during her visit.
All right, getting ready for the First Lady, and as you said, Jason Zimmerman will be covering that discussion for us and have all the details on Action 2 News tonight. We appreciate it, Kristen. Thank you.
Time now for a discussion about the weather with Chief Meteorologist Steve Bailon, who's over there at the weather wall, just eager to update us on what we can see for this Friday, Steve.
I'm eager to tell you that it actually feels like winter outside for a change.
It does.
It's a surprise.
This has been the warmest winter on record, but it actually feels like normal February weather out there. We're seeing temperatures mostly in the upper teens. It's still 20, though, in Fond du Lac, but look at Anago, a lonely 1 degree above zero. That's also their wind chill because they've got calm air. But in the valley, there's a little bit of a northwest breeze, and it's knocking a lot of our feel-like temperatures back into the single digits. Wind chill right now is 7 in Shawano and in Appleton. So the forecast for today, seasonably cold, a little bit blustery, a high of 27 around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Wind chills will be in the teens, and it's going to be a partly sunny day with perhaps a few flakes. Now, as I talk about our next weather maker, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I have a list. Now, Mr. Director, feel free to hold this shot. Actually, go ahead and take the shot at the desk, or, the 2-shot. So, hold that shot. I've got a list, and I want you to take some notes here.
Okay.
Here you go, Tammy. You can take notes.
Okay.
Here, I'm right over here. Here, I want you to take some notes on the 3 things.
Oh, you even got the pen for me. Thank
well,
you.
yeah, I thought of everything for you.
Ready.
I want to make sure this is all easy.
Have you talked to my high school teachers? You know I'm a good note taker.
Yes.
Okay. All
So
right,
we're going to take notes on the
All right.
3 things.
Is there going to be a quiz? What will
I haven't thought about
Thinking
quizzing
about
you.
Okay.
What will the wind do for your weekend? So there's 3 things. First of all, we're going to create some lake flakes. Wind is going to bring in some colder wind chills. And the wind is also going to get stronger as we go into your weekend. First of all, let's talk about those lake flakes. That's number 1 on the list. As we go to First Alert Viper Max, it's hard to see, but as we get a little bit closer here on the radar, Sturgeon Bay over towards Marinette, right in here. Those are just some flurries that are flying across the bay, but most of the snow showers are in upper Michigan. At times today, these could come down the Menominee River into Door County, but this isn't going to be enough for you to break out your shovels. Just a few decoration flakes on First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. See them right there? Otherwise, farther south and west will probably stay dry. A little bit of sun this morning, but we'll see clouds thickening up. It's going to be a partly sunny day. And then as we go towards tonight, some breaks in the clouds, it will turn partly cloudy. All right, Tammy, you got number 2?
She's
well, I was
doing
drawing
really
a
good
picture.
right now.
Let's see your
I was
picture.
drawing more clouds. I don't think you can see it.
I like your stick
'Cause
figure.
I don't. Can you see it?
Here it comes.
There's the more clouds moving in.
that's
There's Steve
nice.
telling us about. I didn't know what you wanted me to do. I thought you were just,
Just take notes. But I like your improvisation. That's really nice.
number 2.
Number 2, colder wind
I do
chills.
have some notes on that.
So the feel-like temperatures will be diving down into the single digits below zero this evening, and they could see that as we wake up Saturday morning, there may be some teens below zero across the North Woods. So our wind chills overnight into the start of your weekend will be falling back into negative territory. And then number 3, Tammy, the wind is going to get stronger soon. As we look at the wind speed and wind gust hour by hour for your Saturday, notice tomorrow afternoon, west-southwest winds will be gusting around 25, perhaps even 30 miles an hour. That wind is going to get stronger, and it's going to be just, in short, a blustery, wind-chilly weekend. So there's the First Alert 7-day forecast with upper 20s today and tomorrow, getting up to 36 on Sunday. We'll be in the mid-40s, warming back up towards the middle of next week. And I'll spare you the quiz, guys. I think you guys definitely get a passing grade, as long as you remember those 3 things that the wind is going to do for your weekend.
Okay, and then we have a quiz for you. Who just won our tic-tac-toe game between me and Emerson?
Oh, for sure it was Emerson.
I appreciate that confidence.
Yeah, thanks.
That made me
You
feel,
have to be
that makes
confident
me
when
feel
you're
great.
together.
No, it was a deadlock.
tied.
Yeah, we
That
tied.
was a top. Well, that was a trick question.
I appreciate that, though, Steve.
I'm
going to remember
stomping
that.
off.
By the way, I'm not very good at taking notes on a Friday.
Bye.
Thanks, Steve. Wow, right? Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah, our attention span
Yeah.
is low today.
Oh, I know.
I
It's the
should-
Friday feeling.
You're joining in on the fun.
And,
then.
I
and
am.
Truth, our director, says, you guys should play tic-tac-toe while Steve's doing the
Why
forecast. I'm like, that sounds great.
That's why we
little
end
bit of
up
Friday fun.
asking, what did he say?
Right.
What's the forecast
Yeah.
going to be today?
We
just keep
usually do
asking,
pay
keep
attention.
asking.
So,
We always
okay,
pay.
something we're paying attention to this morning.
Yeah.
I know you got our attention when we were talking about
Cereal.
cereal
Yeah.
and our breakfast and
Yeah.
pesticides.
These are like cereals that people
Well known.
might be eating right now. Like, there's a very good
Cheerios,
chance. Yeah.
Quaker Oats, those kind of popped up this morning. So there's this study, and it found that there could be this little-known pesticide in these breakfast foods. It's one that we haven't really heard a lot about. It's interesting. It's called chlormquat.
Not
Never heard
that.
of it
Nope.
before. Hi, Steve. Bye, Steve. So in the U.S., and I just learned this morning, the chemical is only allowed in ornamental plants, but the Environmental Protection Agency allows it to be used on imported foods like oats and cereal, so that's probably why this is happening. More on this study, you could see on your screen right here. So they did 90% of food tested contained chlormquat, what they took, and most people tested positive for it, but this was a small amount of people. They don't yet know how it affects humans. They do know that there's a possibility by way of testing animals that it could affect your reproductive system, things like that, but they don't know for sure. Again, it's really important to note that they are still researching this. So it's one of those studies where they've taken it, it's new, they're going to look into what we're eating because that's really important, how it's affecting our health and what we're buying, things like that. So I found it very interesting. The group that did this, they're going to ask for more, the ability to research it a little bit further. So
And like you said, it's important not to panic.
Don't
like this isn't to
panic,
cause
yes.
panic. It's
Yeah.
just letting people know this is
Yeah.
something they're looking into.
yeah, and it could be, down the road, I bring it back up and we see a little bit more about what they found. So who knows? We'll stay tuned to that for sure.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
did you want to tell us about the other First Alert Safety Desk topic
The-
that you had?
the recall on
This
the
is- Yeah,
smoker.
recall for
Yeah.
these meat smokers are
Uh-huh.
really popular.
I feel like in Northeast Wisconsin, I know a lot of
Yeah.
people with meat smokers, and so this is a pretty popular one. Take a look at the screen right here. It's a charbroil. They're recalling more than 200,000 of these. They're the electric smokers, and they could have a shock risk. They could hurt you, and they're sold at popular stores, and they were sold between April 2015 to last month. So there's a chance that you could have bought this recently. Really popular stores like Menards, Target, online too, on Amazon. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says that they can emit an electrical current while you're using it, which is kind of scary, and you can get shocked and obviously hurt. And there have been plenty of cases for this, and people saying that they've gotten shocked. About 79 or so. People have reported some minor injuries, and you could get a blister too. There was one person that ended up with a blister. So again, when it comes to these recalls, we hear it a lot, but just stop using it, just in case. And you can go on our website. We do have the link just to make sure that it's one that you have with the model number and all that. That's always really helpful. Just stop using it. And they also, Charbroil, they're offering a free repair kit if you want to fix it.
Okay.
Or just take it and get a new one, just in case.
Whichever you want to
Yeah.
decide. Aisha always keeping us safe
Yeah.
on the mornings. We appreciate that.
Of course.
And now, Tammy, keeping us safe financially.
Yeah. the
Consumer First Alert.
Consumer First Alert this morning. So the Better Business Bureau just sent this out. This is about, it's another government imposter. And want to help you save money on this one and not get taken by scammers. This one targeting businesses, small businesses, and it comes in the form of like an official looking government letter. And what this is saying is that you're needing to pay some sort of a fine or a fee. And we're looking right here. This is the Better Business Bureau's online scam tracker. This is where you can go and look up scams, and you can also report scams. So this is one report that came in, and the person said that the letter said it was from the United States Business Regulations Department, that they only had a week to pay $117. They said that letter looked official, but the time frame, they needed to pay it right away. They said, didn't believe that, so they researched it. That's exactly what they should do. And they're saying that you should go to a website or follow a QR code on that letter, and it's not a secure website. And they really are urging people to verify these. I mean, we talk a lot, you've heard me say this in our consumer alerts, about government imposter scams and things. With this, they're saying that the letter looks so official. So right here, I just simply took that name that was in the letter, United States Business Regulations Department. I put it in a Google search, and you're seeing that scam warning. And then here is the official, this is the Office of Small Business Programs. This is a government website. And the way you know that is government websites end in .gov.
.gov, sure.
.gov, right. And it shows you at the top there that you want to look for, .gov and HTTPS. So really you want to verify these things. And I think one of the things about this, I've done some of these types of business scam letters in the past, and what businesses have told me sometimes is that, they see this small fee come in, or someone who handles their billing, it's not like $1,000 or $2,000.
Sure.
This one said, $117, and they're like, oh, I'm going to pay it, I just don't want to deal with this, and don't worry about it. And, the Better Business Bureau saying that these, they really use a lot of official sounding language and logos and seals and everything. So they just really are urging people to check this out.
Like you said, they did the right thing. They said,
Right.
oh, this doesn't look
Right.
quite like it should, and
So
did
they
their
researched it.
research.
Yes.
Like you can always, whether it's someone calling you or
Right.
sending you can call them back and call the official agency and say, hey, is this legit?
Absolutely. Look up all that real information. So I always want to keep you up to date on that. And Better Business Bureau, again, just putting that out. So wanted to let you know about that so you don't get scammed, you don't lose money, or share any of your information with those scammers.
We appreciate that Consumer First Alert. And we're going to bring Aisha back. We want to talk about traffic this morning.
Yeah.
A lot quieter than what we had yesterday. Yesterday was a
Yes.
pretty messy Thursday.
It was so busy yesterday. I was just so happy that it's Friday. Things have been quieter. And just looking at these drive times, guys, things are pretty average. It's 7:18. So people are still getting out the door. I said earlier, fingers crossed that we can keep it this way. My goal is to not have to cover any crashes this morning, because we want people to get to where they need to go to safely. So this is 41 Wrightstown Road, Outagamie County, and you can see the roads are still pretty dry. That's good. And Steve was mentioning this morning those flurries. We were listening, Steve. It hasn't affected travel at all up in the Northwoods, and I know you mentioned a little bit more in the UP in Michigan, but as far as Door County, when those flakes shifted over that way, the roads are still good. I should mention, though, there could still be those overpasses, bridges with some slick spots, possibly from what we saw yesterday, not to mention those side roads and roads that don't typically get treated, so be careful with that. But the traffic flow, again, a big gold star for this, looking pretty good in the green category, no slowdowns and no crashes.
We love to see all that green, Aisha. Thank you. Some local events happening today and over the weekend. If you want to think about warm summer weather, we've been joking about that all morning, Tammy. We're ready for the warm summer weather. They've got the Green Bay Boat Show at the Rush Expo today and over the weekend. You can check out boats of all sizes and styles, as well as docks and lifts on display, and they'll be on sale if perhaps you're looking to buy. And for the kiddos, they can enjoy some fun too. There will be STEM activities, balloon animals, and face painting.
Yeah, it starts at 2 this afternoon, goes until 8 tonight. If you can't make it today, that event lasts through the weekend. And then, you know, getting a little chilly out there, so you can start your weekend warming up with some hot chocolate by the bonfire tonight. Doesn't that sound nice? It's the Fire and Ice Festival at Big Creek Nature Preserve in Sturgeon Bay. You can enjoy a hike around the lights at Crossroads at the same place. That's tonight from 5:30 to 7, and it's all free.
That's fantastic. And tomorrow you can take a stroll around the town to witness carvers turn blocks of snow and ice into works of art. Those carvers are competing for cash prizes. It all starts at 9 in the morning tomorrow. There will also be a marshmallow roasting and hot chocolate as well. And from 11 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, you can enjoy a free Door County trolley ride.
And you know, they appreciate the colder weather, the ice carvers.
They've been waiting for
Yeah,
that,
for
exactly.
sure.
It's finally a good weekend for them. And finally, Project Play 60, that's happening tomorrow. The event gets kids out to enjoy some physical fun with inflatables, interactive games, and a climbing wall, pickleball, and more.
Pickleball,
Pickleball.
Emerson, that's your sport. Okay, so this is a free community event. It's at the Lambeau Field Atrium. You're looking at the video here from previous years. So fun. It's right on the main floor, also on the 4th floor. It starts at 9 in the morning, goes until 3 in the afternoon. You know, that is great for kids who've been cooped up inside. You know, get them some activity.
Have some fun
They're
on a
gonna love
Saturday,
that.
right?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Pickleball.
I'll be playing pickleball
You're doing
tomorrow.
pickleball.
Spoiler alert. Yeah,
That's great.
looking forward
Little
to it.
competitive pickleball.
Yeah, some competitive. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, good luck on that.
Thanks, I appreciate it. It'll be a fun weekend.
Yeah, hope you guys have a great weekend as well. Always great to hang out with you. A little extra here on our live stream as we get ready for our on-air update during Good Morning America.
Ooh, some
It's
fun
Friday.
flashing lights on a Friday.
Good disco party.
Make it a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday.